What if one of the hardest parts of recovery isn't the substance itself, but the brain's memory of it? Cravings aren't just wanting something. They are the result of a nervous system that has learned over time to treat one thing like relief, reward, and survival all at once. That's why recovery can feel so strange. Even when you truly want to quit, your brain may still be loudly asking for the exact thing you're trying to leave behind. Cravings are not random, they are learned brain responses. When a substance or behavior repeatedly brings fast relief or pleasure, the brain starts linking it to context. A time of day, a place, a mood, a song, a person, even a smell. That's why cravings can show up out of nowhere. It's not weakness, it's pattern recognition. Your brain is basically saying, last time we were stressed, lonely, bored, or celebrating, this worked. Let's do it again. Here's the difficult part: substances can hijack the brain's reward system. Dopamine doesn't just create pleasure, it helps the brain learn what matters. When something gives a big, fast reward, the brain marks it as important. Over time, the brain becomes less sensitive to everyday rewards and more tuned to the substance. So normal life can feel flat, while the old habit feels unusually powerful. That creates a gap. You may be trying to recover using a brain that has been trained to overvalue the thing you're quitting. And then there's withdrawal. When the substance is removed, the brain has to rebalance. That can bring anxiety, irritability, restlessness, low mood, poor sleep, and intense craving. So recovery isn't just willpower versus temptation. It's the brain slowly relearning how to feel okay without the shortcut. Cravings are often strongest when your brain predicts vulnerability. Stress is a major one. Stress hormones can lower self-control and make old coping habits feel more urgent. Then there are cues. If you used to drink after work, for example, the end of the workday itself can become a trigger even if nothing bad is happening. That's why many people in recovery say, I wasn't even thinking about it, and then suddenly I was craving it. The trigger is sometimes external, but often it's internal. Fatigue, hunger, boredom, loneliness, shame. The good news is that cravings are powerful, but they are not permanent. One of the most useful tools is to interrupt the pattern early. If cravings rise in waves, your job is often to ride the wave, not fight the ocean. Concrete examples: change location immediately if possible. Text or call someone before the craving peaks. Eat, hydrate, and rest if you're physically depleted. Remove cues from your environment. Replace the ritual, not just the substance. That last one matters. If the habit was tied to a routine, you need a new routine in the same slot. For example, after dinner, instead of going to the old trigger, take a walk, shower, make tea, or do something with your hands. Why does this work? Because the brain learns through repetition. New associations can become stronger over time if they're practiced consistently. Recovery gets easier when you stop treating cravings like commands. They're signals. Often they're signals of stress, habit, unmet needs, or an unhealed reward system. That means the answer isn't just try harder. It's building a system that supports the brain while it repairs itself. And that's the hopeful part: the brain is changeable. The same learning system that made cravings intense can also learn new patterns of safety, relief, and reward. So if recovery feels hard, that doesn't mean it's impossible. It means your brain is doing what brains do: learning, remembering, adapting. The work is helping it learn something new, and that changes everything. The hidden science of cravings. Why recovery is so hard is just one small part of addiction recovery. If you're interested, our full free addiction recovery course is linked in the description.